Happy New Year to all of you, dear listeners, especially to those who may like to hear one more French Christmas song. If I'm right, the Christmas festivities are usually extended a few days into the new year, and so I take the opportunity to present Noël des jouets, Christmas of the Toys, by Maurice Ravel, who wrote the music as well as the text. In December of last year, we heard the touching Noël des enfants qui n'ont plus de maison, Christmas Carol of the children who have no homes by Debussy. And he too wrote both the music and the text himself. That song is about the sad fate of homeless children at Christmas time during the First World War and was created in 1915. But Ravel wrote his Christmas song 10 years earlier, in 1905. He describes the toys in the stable, representing the Virgin Mary, Jesus himself, angels hanging by wires, mechanical animals, and so on. Noël des jouets, Christmas of the Toys. Le troupeau verni des moutons, the painted flock of sheep, roule en tumulte vers la crèche, rolls in tumult towards the crib. Les lapins tambours, brefs et rêches, the rabbit drummers, short and harsh, couvrent leurs aigres mirlitons, cover their shrill kazoos.
Le troupeau verni des moutons roule en tumulte vers la crèche. Les lapins tambours brefs et rêches couvrent leurs aigres mirlitons.
Although the poem is not divided into verses, every 4 lines describe a different part of what we see in the stable. So far, we saw and heard the sheep and the rabbits, all made of wood, mind you. And now we will see the Virgin Mary. Vierge Marie en crinoline, the Virgin Mary in crinoline, ses yeux d'émail sans cesse ouverts, her enamel eyes always open, en attendant bonhomme hiver, waiting for good old snowman winter, veille Jésus qui se dodine, watches over Jesus who is dozing.
Vierge Marie en crinoline, ses yeux d'émail sans cesse ouverts, en attendant bonhomme hiver, veille Jésus qui se dodine.
And indeed, we heard a gentle rocking in the retenue, hold back a little, together with the triple piano, so that the baby indeed dozes off. But is danger nearing? I hear harmonies turning so dark. Car près de là, sous un sapin, for nearby, beneath a fir tree, furtif, à mitoufler dans l'ombre du bois, stealthily, muffled in the shadow of the forest, Belzébuth, le chien sombre, Beelzebub, the sinister dog, guette l'enfant de sucre pain, lies in wait for the child of colored sugar. We hear the child still half asleep, and then the dark theme for Beelzebub, Satan.
Jésus qui se dodine, car près de là, sous un sapin, furtif, amitouflé dans l'ombre du bois, Belzébuth, le chien sombre, guette l'enfant de sucre pain.
But the danger seems to pass. The unbreakable angels bring peace. Their song, together with that of the cattle, all mechanical, remember, turns into a bellowing Noël, Noël, Noël. Mais les beaux anges incassables, but the beautiful unbreakable angels, suspendus par des fils d'archal, hanging by wires of brass, du haut de l'arbuste iémal, from the top of the winter shrub, this could be the Christmas tree, assurent la paix des étables, guarantee the peace of the stables. Et leur vol de clinquant vermeil, and their flight of vermilion tinsel, qui cliquette en bruit symétrique, jingling in symmetrical sounds, s'accorde au bétail mécanique, harmonizes with the mechanical kettle, dont la voix grêle, belle, whose harsh voices bellow, Noël, Noël, Noël.
Les beaux anges incassables, suspendus par des fils d'archal, du haut de l'arbuste iémal, assurent la paix des étables. Et leur vol de clinquant vermeil qui cliquait en bruit symétrique s'accorde au bétail mécanique dont la voix grêle belle. Noël, Noël, Noël.
If Ravel had been a Christian believer, would he have written this song? You saw in the score that almost every bar has one or more indications for change in tempo and or volume. And that, in such a short song, it shows the utmost precision with which Ravel worked, always in his extensive compositions, and even in a short piece like this. He loved and collected toys, many of which were mechanical. No wonder when we know that his father was a wildly inventive engineer who took his two sons at a very young age to the local factories. Here is Noël des jouets uninterrupted. Happy New Year!
Le troupeau verni des moutons roule en tumulte vers la crèche. Les lapins tambours, brefs et rêches couvrent leurs aigres mirlitons. Vierge Marie en crinoline, ses yeux d'émail sans cesse ouverts, en attendant bonhomme hiver, veille Jésus qui se dodine. Car près de là, sous un sapin, furtif, amitouflé dans l'ombre du bois, Belzébuth, le chien sombre, guette l'enfant de sucre pain. Mais les beaux anges incassables, suspendus par des fils d'argent, de haut de l'arbuste assurent la paix des étables. Et leur vol de clinquant vermeil qui cliquait en bruit symétrique s'accorde au bétail mécanique.